Hey y'all, Backwoods Modeler here. Welcome to my workshop. Today, I thought I'd go over a little bit of what I've started doing and how much of it we're about to tear out of here and redo. I started around screwing around over here. Got my construction company set up over here. It's okay. I'm not too pleased with it, but it's a start. Then I set up a little, I don't know what you call this, private owner, body shop, whatever. I just setting some stuff up. And then I put a little camper sales place over here. And then I give a little guy over here his own little construction company back here in the corner. I'm ready to get going on this, so I'm ready to do something permanent. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to tear out part of this and I'm going to put my junkyard back here in this back corner over here, and we'll see how that works out. So we're going to get started by tearing all this out of here. All right, so we got this part cleaned out. I don't know if you can see, yeah, this is the road that I've already painted in. I got a little bit too much gravel here, I may fix it. But basically, my junkyard is going to take up most of this empty area here. That's a pretty good size area. What I plan to do, most of the junkyard will be centered back in here. We'll have this little garage or something over there. We'll have a little bit of customer parking in a gravel spot, kind of like over here at my diner. We'll have a little gravel area in the front. We'll have a lot of gravel in the back too. Be more dirt, this, that, and the other too. Let's get started here. I think first thing I need to do is put something along the wall in the table to make sure that nothing falls down in there. And then what we're probably going to use is just a piece of this wood stripping material that I have. It's probably a, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch by, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch. We're going to put this over here against the wall, like so. And then I'm probably going to see if I can't pop a staple in it without splitting it. I've got a staple in it, but it's too close to the wall. I'm going to have to drive it in with a hammer. That'll work. Just need a couple so it doesn't move. That one hardly even went in. Hit harder than that. Too much bounce back there. Okay, we got that one in. Those will be good enough. We don't need a whole lot back there. Luckily, my tools are right here next to the camera. All right, so now we just got to do some measuring. I'm going to have to pause you while I go get a tape. So what we did, or what we're going to do, I should say, is we're going to measure this back about 5 inches from the road. We'll put us a mark there. And then we'll go back here and we'll do the same. Then we'll make us our straight edge line. So yeah, I guess this junkyard is going to take up about 3 feet by about 2.5 feet. That's about what this is going to be. Nope, just a little over 2 feet. 2 feet by 3 feet. That's going to be a pretty good sized junkyard, I believe. Okay. So now that's going to be the front. Now we need to mark out, start building our fence. And this is going to be the fun part. So let me get a couple of things together and we'll get started on this fence. All right, I'm back. So what we're going to use is I have an entire bundle, these little round sticks that I got from a yard sale somewhere, I would imagine, and I wouldn't imagine I only paid about $1 for them, and I got the whole bundle. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes down along through here, and we are going to make a fence. Let me slide this shelf back a little bit because it's going to be in the way. All right, that's out of the way now. Now I'm going to make a mark through here because I want to try to keep this as straight as possible. So I'm going to draw a line along through here. I'm going to keep it off of the edge of my table just a touch. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to measure down through here every so often, and I'm going to make a mark. If I remember right, I think 1 inch equals 4 feet. So I might go every 2 inches and drill a hole and then put our stick in there, and then we'll build our fence from that. And I also have some material that I don't know where it is right now, but it kind of looks like chain link fence, and we're going to try to use that and make that our fence. So give me a minute here. Let me mark out where I want the holes, and we'll start drilling. Alright guys, so I got my holes drilled. I should have gauged that so that I didn't drill all the way through, but I did, no biggie. We'll just have to jam a couple in there, wrap them with tape or whatever, but the most part, got the holes drilled. We're going to cut these about 3 inches long. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them at 3 inches long. So let's go ahead and mark one of them here. We'll commence to cutting. These don't have to be perfect, so I'm just going to reuse the same one as my template. And looky there, it works out. You get 3 out of each stick. So that's going to be perfect for me. Like I said, these sticks, I don't remember where I bought these from. Some yard sale somewhere. We do a lot of yard sales, so it's not surprising that that's where they would have come from. And I don't know the dimension of these. I would say they're about maybe 1/8 of an inch round. That's the bit that I'm using to drill the hole with, so they're just a smidgen smaller than that. Oop, dropped it on the ground. Man down. Alright. A couple of these, like I said, I screwed up and I drilled the hole all the way through. Not a big deal. I'll either just jam a little tape or something in there or glue it into the hole. Yeah, like that one there goes all the way through. So we won't put the ones that go all the way through in. We don't want to be digging around on the floor looking for sticks. Like I said, I don't remember how many of them I actually drilled all the way through. 2 so far. Make that 3. 4. I drilled more through than I thought I did. Okay. Now this one's a little short, but that's right at the end of our parking lot. So we need 1 more stick. So we're going to cut that. And then I was hoping that these would match up where I need them to, but we're going to find out. We're going to attempt to glue this to here. I should probably go find my fencing that we're going to use and see how tall that is and cut these to that. That would probably be the smart thing to do. So give me a second, because I'm sure I'm going to have to dig that out. Alright, so I have found my fencing material. I know it's got a lot of glitter in it. We're going to spray paint it, and I hope and pray that that's going to take all that glitter crap out of it. So, what this is, I don't know. Some kind of fabric. My wife and I found it again at a yard sale somewhere. I got a whole roll of it. I'm sure this is longer than 3 inches, which it is exactly 3 inches, but since we sunk our posts into the board over there, they're not going to be 3 inches. So we're going to have to cut that down, which is okay. Now what I got to do is I got to get this fence all built, lined up, to top glued on, and then we'll go from there. So let's take some time to do that. All right, y'all. So I finally got this all together and stuck down in here, all in one piece. I tried to glue this together right here where it is. That wasn't happening. So plan B was I had to take all the pieces over to my bench, glue them all together, and then set them down in here. And then I pulled them all out, and I gave both sides a shot of gray primer. That was the closest to aluminum that I had, and I figured that'd be close enough. This is my fencing that I have painted. As you can see, it's all black now, where it was this pretty little color. So we've changed that. What I'm doing now is I'm letting this fence dry overnight. I just painted it and I just stuck it back in here because I wanted it to dry in the position I wanted it to, because there's nothing holding the bottom of the legs other than the holes. So everything's dry, nice and square now. So this we'll put on tomorrow, and I'm going to show you the next step, which is going to be our front wall. You probably cannot tell how this is laid out. I have a section of fence that goes from where my finger is here over to here. The front of the fence, I'm going to use some of this old corrugated metal that I had. Now mind you, it's not as tall as this, but it should get the job done. So we're going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I have some pieces of wood stripping, some craft wood, and I'm going to use it for the backing behind the fence. We'll take this and we'll use probably 2 of these, one near the top, one near the bottom. We'll just glue a row where we need them. So we'll have a row from, I'm going to have a gate right here in the middle, and then so we'll have a fence from here to the other fence, and then a fence from here over, and then we're going to build a little 90, and then I'm going to have a building here. Not exactly sure how we're going to do all that, but that's what we're working on. So let me get some of this glued together, and then I guess we'll be back. Alright, y'all, so I got that glued together, and I put some weight on it because as soon as I put some glue on my craft sticks, they started buckling up. So I put some weight on this. We have to let this sit overnight and dry before we go any further with that. The next part of the video, I will show you how I'm going to make this stand up straight and attach it to my table. We'll get the mesh fencing on this section, and then we'll figure out what kind of barn building we're going to build here. So I don't know that yet. I am figuring this out as we go. So hopefully y'all stick around and you'll be as surprised as I am as we figure this thing out. Before I go, I've been meaning to mention this in the last 4, 5, 6 videos, maybe 4 or 5 at least. If y'all have noticed my background noise, since I can't listen to music, I thought nature sounds, we could play that. I shouldn't get a Vero for that, should I? Anyway, just food for thought. This is the first part of my, we're going to call this the Junkyard series, I guess. I don't know how many parts there'll be to this. I guess it'll be till it's done. So if y'all like this kind of thing, try and think about subscribing, liking my videos. Check me out on Instagram. Check out my eBay store. Y'all come back now. Have a good day.